Good evening, everybody. It's Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson. We are in Metropolis, Massac County High School. Scott Hudson for the 37th annual City of Metropolis Superman Classic. Our first time playing in this, and man, I'd have to look back at the records and see how long it's been.
Yeah, usually we're in the West Frankfort Midwinter this time of year, but Carterville has decided to come south to play in the Superman Classic. I think partly because a lot of these teams Carterville will never play, haven't played this year or won't play the rest of the year other than the host school Massac. But it is a very good tournament. Carterville's got an interesting opponent tonight in Graves County, Kentucky.
Absolutely, and when you run down this 37th Superman Classic, the number one seed in the tournament, of course, is the home team, Massac County Patriots. Coach Joe Hossman has his team playing great ball right now.
Well, they're playing very well. And Joe Hossman's teams always play well regardless of talent, but he's got some talent this year. They are, as you said, the number one seed, and they are the team to beat in this tournament. And another team in this tournament that's going to be interesting to watch is Goreville, one of the top teams in Class 1A in the state. They're going to play some bigger schools. Coach Tripp's got his team playing very well, so some very good teams in this tournament.
So there you go, Massac County, the number one seed. You have Goreville, the number 2 seed. The number 3 seed in the tournament is a team out of Missouri, Charleston, Missouri.
Well, Charleston, Missouri has played in this tournament several years now, I believe, and they're always one of the top teams in this tournament as well. And you throw in a Vienna, Century, and, of course, this Graves County team to kind of round things out. This is a very good tournament. I think it's going to be a very competitive tournament as well.
The Carterville Lions come in as the number 4 seed tonight, and they're going to play the number 5 seed, of course, the Eagles from Graves County. The 6th seed is the Cobden Apple Knockers, and it's our first chance to see Cobden. I can't even remember the last time we played them.
Cobden might be one of those teams in this tournament. If you had to pick a sleeper, you had to pick somebody that might pull an upset, it might be Cobden. They've played very well this year. Again, a small school, but they've played well at times.
Century is the number 7 seed, and to round out the 8-team tournament, it's going to be Vienna as the number 8 seed. Of course, we're kicking off the tournament tonight, Carterville and Graves County. The 7:30 game tonight will feature Massac County, the home team, taking on the Vienna Eagles. And then tomorrow night, the 6:15 game will be Charleston, Missouri versus Cobden, and the 7:30 game will be Goreville versus Century. Both teams are on the floor going through their warm-ups, and we're going to go on and take our first break. And when we come back, Scott and I will talk more about this tournament and start breaking down your Carterville Lions and get you all set here as we are kicking off the 37th annual Superman Classic Tournament from Metropolis Massac County High School in Metropolis on News Radio WJPF. Back at Massac County High School, it's Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson, where the Carterville Lions are going through their warm-ups, getting ready to take on the Graves County Eagles. Scott, let's talk first about Graves County and their record coming into today.
3-9. They've lost their last 4, but neither of these teams know much about the other team. So you can kind of throw out the records. You really don't know what kind of competition Graves County has played, but they have lost 4 in a row. Carterville and Graves County have some common opponents. Graves County lost to Heron in a Marion shootout by 2 back in December, and then Callaway County, a team that Carterville played down in McCracken County before Christmas, beat this Graves County team by 10. Of course, Callaway County just steamrolled Carterville at McCracken County, and then of course early in December, Graves County played Massac County, and Massac County beat them by 20. And, of course, Carterville played Massac County in a couple of weeks. So, again, records, when you don't know anything about either team, you can pretty much throw them out because you don't know what kind of competition they played. But Carterville's played well recently, so I think this is a good chance for Carterville to move to the right.
Carterville has won 2 of their last 3. Just one game over the weekend. That was Friday night, a river-to-river conference loss against the Pinckneyville Panthers, 57-35. But prior to that, the 2 wins came over Chester and Hamco. 2 games. Well, actually, let's go back to the Friday night loss to Sparta. The Sparta, Chester, and Hamco games were all similar. They came down to the last 2 minutes of the game. Carterville wound up winning 2 of 3.
Yeah, the Chester game was probably the most impressive because Chester came back in that game late, and Carterville had to do a couple of things to get that win. One was take care of the basketball in the fourth, which they didn't do a great job of, but they hit free throws down the stretch. Both Connor Hawkins and Caden Hawkins hit some big free throws to give Carterville a win over a Chester team that had a winning record, a pretty good squad. And Carterville played a good first half against Pinckneyville, but Pinckneyville has such good depth. They wore Carterville down, especially in the fourth quarter, and they kind of ran away with it. But Carterville's starting to play a little bit better, a little more consistent. But I think in a tournament like this, in a game like this, you got to have guys like Sumner and Garvey step up and play well on the inside because everybody else is starting to feel their game. Those 2, I really think, got to step up and be more of a factor.
Eli Downen, though, is the one that really kind of sets the tone for this Lions team. Coming off a 21-point performance on Friday night against Pinckneyville. Really, against Pinckneyville, he was all the offense Carterville had.
Well, he was because Pinckneyville took Connor Hawkins totally out of the game. I think Connor Hawkins had 2 shots the entire game. They were not going to let Hawkins beat them. And so Eli was basically the only offense Carterville had, and he played very well. I don't know how many times a Pinckneyville team has let an opposing player score 20 points or more in a game. Eli got 21. He's starting to round into shape offensively.
Absolutely. And as you mentioned, you talk about Connor Hawkins, talk about Bryce Anderson. But you need to have one of those 2 guys get hot and then get some additional points from a Carson Pearson or hopefully a Austin Garvey, or maybe get 6-7 points out of Preston Sumner.
Well, when you look at Bryce Anderson, for example, he's played with a lot of confidence over the last month. He's shooting the ball much more consistently from the outside. And, of course, Connor Hawkins has been unconscious from beyond the three-point arc. If you've got those 2 guys that are threats beyond the arc, then it opens up things for maybe a Sumner, Gardner, even a Downen. And Carson Pearson, he's probably going to draw the assignment of guarding the best perimeter player for Graves County. He's done a very good job defensively, and he can shoot the ball when open as well.
And Shane Hawkins has been going a little bit deeper. He's playing probably 8-9 players in a game, and of late we've been seeing a lot of play out of freshman guard Caden Hawkins, who you can see he is really kind of catching up with the varsity speed of a game. But what has been a big help, and especially in that Chester game, was the play of the 6'4 freshman, Cade Lustenberger.
Yeah, Lustenberger's probably going to see more playing time as the season goes along because of what he did at Chester. There was no Sumner didn't play that night. Garvey was away for the first half. Lustenberger played very well. I think you're going to see him get probably a few more minutes as the season goes along. I think for both those kids, both the freshmen, especially Cade Hawkins, there's no JV game tonight. He's going to be fresh. He's not going to have to worry about, gasping for air in the third quarter of a varsity game because he played so much in the first game. So he should be good to go.
We're going to go on and take our second break here on our Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating pregame report. Both teams, Carterville has gone back to the locker room to talk to head coach Shane Hawkins one final time before tip-off. Graves County still on the floor shooting around. When we come back, we'll continue. It's our Charlie's Air Conditioning pregame report here for Carterville Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. Yeah. It's got to be in the, because we're running the phone line through our Verizon hot box, so I don't know. That's just weird. Yeah. It's weird. All right. All right, bub. Back at Massac County, it's Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson as we're preparing for the Lions to take on the Graves County Eagles. Scott, when you look back at the past couple of years, especially last year, the champion here at the Superman Classic was the Carbondale Terriers.
Carbondale got out of this tournament. I think they're up in Salem now. Is that correct?
I think so.
They've got out of this tournament, and I think Carbondale looked at it as, you know, it's a good tournament down here, but we need to play bigger competition because we're a bigger school, and playing bigger schools is going to get us ready for the 3A regionals and sectionals. And that's why they got out of this. I don't think it was so much about the competition as far as, you know, a Massac County team, but that left an opening, and Carterville was more than happy to fill that void because, quite frankly, in the West Frankfort Midwinter, Carterville was playing teams that they will have played or already played during the year, and Carterville now being back in 2A felt like it was best to get out of that and start playing, you know, different schools that you don't see all year.
The runner-up a year ago was the team from Charleston, Missouri, as they were beat by Carbondale in the championship game. Let's look back at 2018. This Graves County won this tournament in 2018, and Carbondale finished second that year.
Well, you're always going to have good teams in this tournament. You really never know what to expect. I think, you know, one of the surprise teams could be Cobden. I'm intrigued at what Goreville's going to do against bigger schools down here. So a lot of things can happen. It all starts with Graves County and Carterville here tonight.
We are about ready to have the tip-off. We're going to go on and take our final break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the tip-off as the Carterville Lions take on Graves County Eagles. This is the 37th annual Superman Classic Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF.
Did you know that agriculture?
This should be the anthem.
This time, I'd like to welcome everyone out to the stadium to the 37th annual City of Metropolis Superman Classic. First night, first team to meet tonight will be the Carterville Lions and the Graves County Eagles. Starting lineup for the Graves County Eagles. Wearing number 3, 6'1" sophomore.
They're doing the player introductions before the anthem, so.
33, 6'5" junior, Jonathan Brown. Number 50, 6'6" senior, Kay Badd. Josh Frick. Now the starting line for the Carterville Lions. Colin Forford. 23 to guard.
They're doing our lineup now, so we'll go to the anthem after that, I'm assuming.
Number 5, 6'1" senior, Austin Harvey.
Back at Massac County, it's Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson, where the starting lineups have been announced for Massac County. And as we run through the starting lineup for Coach Josh Frick and the Eagles from Graves County, they're going to go with the 6'1" sophomore at the guard position, Mason Grant. 5'10" senior, Jamison Chalker. Number 32 is the 6'2" senior, Seth Thomas. The 6'5" junior, John Ben Brown. And rounding out the starting five will be Cade Babb, the 6'6" senior.
Yeah, Babb at 6'6". He's got good size. I mean, he's a thick lad, I'll say. You know, he's not a skinny 6'6". He's got some girth. And, of course, they got the 6'5" Brown in there as well. So they've got a little bit of size, and we'll have to see how Carterville attacks them on the inside.
Carterville will go with their regular starting five tonight. It'll be Carson Pearson, the 5'8" senior. Then you also have Bryce Anderson, the 5'8" junior. Eli Downen, the 6'4" junior. Believe it's going to be...
They're going to start Connor Hawkins.
Connor Hawkins. There's one, the 6'3" senior, the hot shooting Connor Hawkins. And then Austin Garby, the 6'1" junior. So it'll be Pearson, Garby, Hawkins, Connor Hawkins, Eli Downen, and Bryce Anderson. Both teams are on the floor, and we are glad to have you for Carterville Lions Sports here on News Radio WJPF. We're underway. Tip is into the backcourt and controlled by Graves County. Graves County, the visiting team here this evening. They are in blue uniforms with white lettering. Carterville, the home team, wearing their home whites. Moving left or right on the dial, Carterville forces a turnover on Graves County, and they take it the other way. Here's Bryce Anderson across midcourt. Lob pass down to the block to Eli Downen. Kicks it up top to Bryce Anderson. Nice pass into the paint to Garby. The Lions are working the ball around the perimeter. Great ball movement here early on this first possession in the game. The shot from the top, no good, and the rebound comes off to Graves County. The other way, the ball is thrown down underneath. Carterville's forced two straight turnovers. Carson Pearson into the front court. Gets it to Austin Garby. Down to the block. He gets fouled as he puts the shot up. Tried to bank it off the glass. Scott couldn't get it go, but he's going to the line to shoot free throws.
Yeah, Carterville's got two turnovers on Graves County on their first two possessions. Carterville needs to turn those turnovers into points.
Actually, the foul was before the shot, so ball was triggered from the baseline. Connor Hawkins around to the right wing. That's Bryce Anderson. 2 dribbles, 3 dribbles with the left hand, works it to the right side. Connor Hawkins passes it back to Anderson into the free throw line. Downen kicks it to Connor Hawkins. His first three-pointer is off the iron. Tall rebound. It goes out of bounds, and they're going to say it's off of Carterville. It's going to belong to the Eagles.
Yeah, I think Garby knocked it out of bounds. Connor had a good look on the right wing beyond the arc, but he just couldn't get it to go.
No score here. Just underway, a minute 15 into this contest. Graves County has the ball into the front court. They get it to Seth Thomas. He takes and lays it off the glass. Graves County gets on the board first, and they lead it 2-0. Carterville's ball, Downen in front into the arc. Now down to the block, kicks it over to Bryce Anderson. Right side it goes to Carson Pearson. Head fake, back to Anderson, into the paint. Downen's little 12-foot jumper is good. Eli Downen pops for the first field goal for the Lions.
Yeah, Graves County in a zone defense, and that should bode well for Connor Hawkins.
Carterville puts pressure in the backcourt. Eagles get the ball into the front court just below us here. We're in the crow's nest at Massac County High School, high above the floor. Glad to have you. Don't forget we have our YouTube live stream up and working from the left wing. A three-pointer off the iron, no good. Rebound to Bryce Anderson, tied up by John Ben Brown. And the possession arrow gives the ball to the Carterville Lions.
A good job by Anderson to get in there amongst the tall timber, as they say.
The shortest guy on the floor.
Yeah. I've always said rebounding's about effort. It's not so much about size.
Carterville breaks the press. They get it to Carson Pearson. Now to Downen. Takes it into the paint. Little short jumper. A little bit too strong. And the rebound is out of bounds off of the Carterville Lions. It's going to give it to the Graves County Eagles.
Yeah, not a great shot by Downen. He got in the lane, but he didn't square up to the basket.
Take those 10-footers all day, though.
Oh, yeah.
Graves County, pressure being put on by Bryce Anderson. They get it into the front court. Now it goes top of the key. That's Babb. Pass down to the block to Babb. Backs his way down, banks it up off the glass. Good. Cade Babb has his first bucket of the game. It's 4-2, Graves County.
Yeah, he just moved down and a couple of feet and got the shot to go in off the glass.
Into the front court, Lions with it. They work the perimeter. Boy, they're passing the ball well here early on. They get it to Downen. This is a little 12-footer, no good. And the rebound to Cade Babb for Graves County. They take it the other way into the paint. A travel called on Jamison Chalker, and that's going to give the ball right back to the Lions.
I think early on, both teams are just trying to fill each other out. Again, they haven't played each other. They don't know much about each other. And Carterville has missed some good shots so far in this game.
Carterville's done a good job breaking the press, and we have a foul out top is going to be called on John Ben Brown, the 6'6 junior from Graves County. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the City of Carterville, Mayor Brad Robinson, the entire City of Carterville, proud sponsors and supporters of Lions sports. Nice crowd filling in here at Massac County, the first game of the night. 2 games tonight, 2 games tomorrow night. Lions have the ball. Bryce Anderson tries a little right-hand floater. His shot is short off the front of the iron. It comes out front, and Connor Hawkins gets it. Lions can reset. Hawkins between the circles, left wing. Entry pass to Downen, takes it to the block, takes it to the hole, has a shot blocked. It's Austin Garby gets it. And Carterville resets. Connor Hawkins' three-pointer way short off the front of the iron. And the Eagles come away with it. Quickly the other way, taking it to the hole. Mason Grant is fouled. And they're going to call a charge, actually, on Mason Grant.
Yeah, that's 4 turnovers now for Graves County. And Carterville, only 1 field goal so far. They're not shooting the ball very well. Fortunately, they're only down by 2.
4-2 is our score. And we're at the 4-minute mark here of the first quarter. Length of the floor for the Lions. Bryce Anderson, 2-2-1 defense. Carterville Downen loses the handle, turns the ball over the other way. Taking it to the hole with the right-hand layup. That is Mason Grant. 3 players for Graves County in the scorebook so far. Carterville trails it 6-2. 3:30 remaining in the first. Garvey has it down on the baseline. Entry pass to Downen at the free throw line. Left corner, Connor Hawkins fires for 3. There's Connor Hawkins. Welcome back, buddy.
Well, that's a big shot because Carterville had missed their last 5 shots from the field.
6-5 the score here with 3:13 on the clock. Graves County has it on the left wing. That's Mason Grant. Now right side it goes to Caleb Oliver into the game. Takes it to the baseline, kicks it out to Babb. His shot is no good, and a foul is going to be called on Connor Hawkins as he got into the back of Caleb Oliver.
Yeah, couldn't keep Oliver off the offensive boards, and Caden Hawkins is going to come into the game now. Also, Lustenberger, the other freshman, coming in for Carterville.
Ball is on the baseline for Graves County. They're moving from left to right on your radio dial. They lead at 6-5. And nice backdoor pass to John Ben Brown. He gets the field goal for the Eagles, and they lead 8-5. Carterville ball. Anderson across the logo at midcourt. Left-right dribble to the right side to Caden Hawkins in the game. Connor Hawkins passes up the 3. Downen has it at the free throw line. 2 dribbles, puts the ball on the floor. He traveled with the ball, turns it over, gives it right back to the Graves County Eagles.
Yeah, Downing's really struggled here early in the game. He's missed some open shots. He's turned the ball over a couple times now.
Graves County basketball. Across midcourt. Right of the circle to Babb. Now to the right baseline. Drives, puts it up. Nice move as he kind of worked his way around the defender. That was Seth Thomas with his second field goal. 10-6 the score. 2:15 here in the first quarter. Connor Hawkins gets the ball to Bryce Anderson. Anderson's pass is tipped out of bounds, and they're going to say it's off of Cade Lustenberger, giving the ball back to the Eagles.
Yeah, Downing, I don't know where. He had his back to the basket, threw the pass to the corner. Lustenberger was not expecting it, and that's now 3 turnovers on Carterville.
3 in a row, I believe.
Yeah, 3 in a row.
Spin move on the left wing. Skip pass to the right wing, now to the baseline. Back to the right wing. Wide open 3 from Aiden Flint. Too strong. Lustenberger gets the board for the Lions. Gets it to Caden Hawkins. He speeds across the timeline to the left corner. Connor Hawkins for 3. Good. Connor's got 6 for the Lions. Carterville is within 2. They trail 10-8. The long shot comes off to Caden Hawkins. Here's the rebound. Hawk has it, top of the circle.
No.
And, surprised they didn't call a... Connor Hawkins for 3 is no good, but Bryce Anderson gets the board for the Lions. They can reset. Lustenberger now to Downing. Baseline drive, bumps into his man. Reverse layup is no good, and the rebound comes off to Cade Babb. Here come the Eagles the other way. They lead it 10-8, and a whistle and a foul called on the Lions.
You see a little bit of frustration on Downing's face right now. He just, he's had 3 turnovers in this first quarter. He's missed some shots. Hopefully he can get his game going, because I really don't know that there's anybody that I've seen on Graves County that can contain him if he gets going.
They have that posted as number 21. Caden Hawkins picked up the foul, his first. Long shot from the Eagles off the iron, and the rebound to Nick Laird, who just checked into the game for the Lions. Downing takes it across the timeline. From the left elbow, he fires. No good. Rebound is controlled by Downing. Free throw line pass to Laird. Now to the baseline to Lustenberger. Back to Downing. Hop, skips to the low block, kicks it top of the key. That's Bryce Anderson. Anderson's going to back it up and reset. Carterville sets their offense. 14, 13, 12 remaining, and they trail by 2. 10 seconds on the clock. Caden Hawkins to Nick Laird. Now to Downing. 10-foot jumper off the iron, no good. Ball's tipped around, comes off to the Eagles. His shot at the buzzer is going to be short, and that's how we're going to end the first quarter. It is 10-8. Graves County on top of the Carterville Lions. Second quarter action is next on NewsRadio WJPF. Hey, Brian, we were getting you talking to somebody in our headset there, and there was a commercial that was airing as well, so... At the end of the first quarter, the Carterville Lions trail Graves County 10-8.
Carterville only shot 21% in that first quarter, 62% from the field for Graves County. If it hadn't been for Connor Hawkins' 2 threes, Carterville would be down by more than 2.
Graves County starts off the quarter with the basketball. Three-pointer from the right wing, no good. Out of bounds off of the Lions, and it's going to stay with the Eagles. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by IBEW Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. 10-8, Graves County on top of the Lions. Just underway here in the second quarter. Thank you for tuning in to Lions Sports on News Radio WJPF. Graves County inbound pass over to the right wing. Mason Grant. Left side it goes to Jamison Chalker. He gets his instructions from Coach Josh Frick. Leaves it for Cade Babb. Babb is the big guy, the 6'6 senior. Inside the arc, they work it to the left side. That is Mason Grant. Right-hand dribble, top of the circle. Now to Babb. Babb to the right wing with the pass. Taking it there was Jamison Chalker. He dribbles around top of the circle. They work left side. Aiden Flint takes it, fires from the free throw line. No good. Eli Downen gets the board for the Lions. Left-hand dribble across the timeline. He's going to slow it up. Gets it to Anderson. Anderson left wing. Back top of the circle. Bryce Anderson right side now. Nick Laird. Anderson to the free throw line. Caden Hawkins launches from 3, no good. Downen gets the board and gets fouled as he goes back to put the shot up. The foul is going to be on Cade Babb.
Yeah, it's been feast or famine for Carterville so far in this game. They have, at one point, they missed 3 consecutive shots from the field before they hit 2 threes. Now they've missed their last 5 from the field. So let's see if Downen can tie this game at the free throw line. This is the first free throw, I believe, for either team tonight.
Downen's at the line. The 6'4 junior, his first free throw, rims out. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in beautiful downtown Carterville. For over 30 years, Charlie's can handle any heating or cooling system issue. Call 985-2502. Call Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. 10-8, 6:59 on the clock. Second free throw from Downen is good. He's got 3 in the game. Carterville trails by 1. Graves County has the ball. Seth Thomas has Carson Pearson on him. Into the front court. It's Mason Grant. Pass is tipped. It's on the floor. Bodies flying everywhere. Nice pass to the cutting John Ben Brown, and he can't make the shot, and the putback was
by Babb. Babb was there to get the offensive rebound.
Clean it up, and it's 12-8. Downen hits from just inside the arc. He's got 5, and it's back to a 1-point game, 12-11. Eagles basketball between the leg dribble, Jamison Chalker. Left wing, three-pointer off the front of the iron, and a push foul from behind is going to be called on Cade Babb. That's going to be foul number 2 on Babb, and team foul number 5 on Graves County.
Carterville has a chance now to take their first lead of the game. Graves County, 1 of 4 to start this second quarter from the field.
Carterville has it. Shane Hawkins gives instruction to Little Hawk, Caden Hawkins. He brings it across midcourt, works to the right side. Hands it to his brother Connor, gets it back to Caden. Caden left-hand dribble. Now to Downen. Left of the circle, right side it goes to Garby, now right wing. That's Connor Hawkins. Pass up top, Caden Hawkins traveled with the ball as he got an opening down the right side, turns it over to Graves County.
Yeah, Graves County went to man-to-man for the first time in the game and kind of confused Carterville. Ended up in a Carterville turnover. Both teams with 4 turnovers.
Graves County into the front court. Over to the left side, left corner. Baseline drive by Seth Thomas. Kicks out, three-pointer from Mason Grant, no good. The putback, no good by Seth Thomas, and Lions get the rebound. Here go the Lions, moving right to left on your dial. Top of the circle, Caden Hawkins bumps into his man, leaves it for Garby. Garby just inside the free throw line to the low block. Puts it up with the right hand off the glass, no good. And the rebound to the Eagles. Outlet pass picked off. Connor Hawkins had it, but loses it. And it's going to give the ball right back to the Eagles.
Preston Sumner coming into the game for the first time tonight.
He's replacing Austin Garby. You kind of wonder about stamina on Austin. He had the flu last week, so ought to be rounding it into game shape. And he looks pretty winded over on that far sideline. On the left wing, Mason Grant now top of the circle. Seth Thomas isolates Carson Pearson of the Lions. Left-hand dribble by Thomas. He's going to back it up. Graves County spreads it out. Now they work it around to the left side. Over to the left wing, Connor Mills. Right side pass to Mason Grant. Grant back top of the circle. Now left side it goes to Seth Thomas. Thomas has Pearson on him. Crossover dribble. Puts the shot up, partially blocked. Connor Hawkins got a hand on it. Carterville has the ball. Eli down and takes it to the other end. Almost turned it over. No call. Connor Hawkins, a long three off the iron. No good. Rebound is controlled by the Eagles. Quickly, Mason Grant has it. To the left side, bumps into Connor Hawkins, leaves the ball to Connor Mills. Back to Mason Grant. Grant now top of the circle. Connor Mills, right side it goes to Seth Thomas. Jamison Chalker. Chalker, top of the key, has the ball tipped away. He controls. Skip pass left side. Wide open three is good by Connor Mills.
That's their first three of the game, and they go up by 4.
15-11, 3:45 remaining here. The 37th Annual Superman Classic at Massac County High School. Carterville and Graves County. Carterville, the number 4 seed in the tournament. Baseline. Pearson jumper from about 12 feet is good. His first field goal of the game. Carterville back to within 2. 15-13. Graves County into the front court on the left side. Top of the circle. Mason Grant launches from 3. No good. Preston Sumner gets the board for the Lions. Now down and across midcourt. Takes it down the paint. Off the glass. Are they going to give him the continuation?
Well, let's see. They're talking about it. They're
basket is good from Downen. Nice play by Downen as that lane opened up. He was able to take it right to the board.
Yeah, if you're down and you get the ball and you're one-on-one and you've got an opening, you take it. I know he struggled scoring here in the first half, but with a free throw here, he could give Carterville a lead.
He's got 7 in the game. Carterville trails. Nope, they tied it up 15 all, and now Carterville has its first lead, and that comes at the 3:07 mark here in the second quarter. Graves County just below us. Here at Massac on the right wing. Seth Thomas, top of the key. Connor Mills, left side it goes to Caleb Oliver. The long three from Mason Grant, no good. Downen gets another board. Bryce Anderson takes it across the stripe at midcourt. Right side. They get the ball down on the block to Sumner. Downen kicks the ball, but it winds right back in the hands of Bryce Anderson. Anderson, top of the circle, into the paint to Downen. Turnaround jumper, has the touch, gets it to go. 10 points for Eli
Well,
Downen.
he's starting to heat up, and Carterville has hit their last 3 shots in the field to lead by 3 now.
18-15, 2:15 remaining. Coming up, we're going to have our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal halftime report. Graves County basketball. Carterville reaches in, forces another turnover on Graves County. The other way, Caden Hawkins behind the back has the ball tipped from behind. It's going to stay with the Carterville Lions. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Subway. Try the new Subway Fresh Value starting at just $1.89 each. Freshly prepared right in front of you for a limited time at participating stores. Carterville's basketball. Caden Hawkins to Bryce Anderson. He stands on the right wing. Looks inside, gets it to Connor Hawkins. Now to Downen. Little short jumper from 8 foot. In, out, no good. Ball is tipped, and it's going to be off of the Carterville Lions. It's going to give the ball back to Graves County.
Yeah, Downen just couldn't get the shooter.
And misses, and Eli Downen collects it back in to control for the Lions. With 53 seconds remaining here in the first half, Carterville basketball. From the left elbow, Bryce Anderson pops. His first field goal of the game. Carterville leads it by 3, 20-17.
They need to finish this quarter strong.
Graves County has the ball in the front court. Top of the circle. Wide open three. Seth Thomas short. Bryce Anderson gets the board. 3-on-2 for the Lions. Takes it and backs it up. Into the paint. Right-hand dribble. Right side. Carson Pearson had an open three. He passed up that shot. Carterville wants to hold for the final shot of the half. 20 seconds remaining. Bryce Anderson has it. Graves County's going to back off into his zone. Now they pick it back up man-to-man. 12, 11, 10 on the clock. Carterville by 3. Can they extend it? 7 seconds. 5 seconds. Anderson, kick out. Caden Hawkins for 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebound to Graves County, and that's the end of the first half. 20-17, Carterville leads Graves County as we head to the half. It's time for your Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal halftime report. It's coming up next on News Radio WJPF. Okay. Okay. At the half at Massac County, it's Dave McKenzie and Scott Hudson, and the Carterville Lions, Scott, have a 3-point lead, 20-17.
Yeah, not a very good shooting half by either team. Graves County, 35% from the field. Carterville only 32% from the field. Carterville had 2 threes in the first quarter. Graves County had 1 3 in the second quarter. Carterville, the only team to go to the free throw line that first half. Carterville 2 of 3 from the line. Rebounding, Carterville out-rebounded Graves County 16-15. Downham led Carterville with 5. Babb led Graves County with 6. Turnovers, not that many. 5 for Graves County, 4 for Carterville. A couple of takeaways from that first half. Graves County missed several three-pointers, several open three-pointers. They couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. And Carterville had some chances to extend this 3-point lead and couldn't. Carterville in the second half, they've got to keep Babb off the offensive glass. Of his 6 rebounds, 3 of those were offensive, and a couple of those were stickbacks. They've got to find a way to keep their big man off the boards.
When you look at the scoring for Graves County, they are led in the first half by the 6'6 senior, Cade Babb. He's got 3 field goals that are just cleanups from missed shots.
Yeah, he's a big boy underneath. And he's battling Downen, and a couple of times he's just worked harder than Downen to get the ball. But Downen's played a pretty good first half. He's taken a lot of shots to get the points that he's gotten, but he's getting good looks. And I think eventually those shots will fall in the second half.
Seth Thomas, the 6'2 senior, has 4 points. Connor Mills has 1 3-pointer. Their only 3-pointer in the first half. Mason Grant with 2, and John Ben Brown, the 6'5 junior, with 2 points. 17 points scored by Graves County in the first half. Carterville is led by the 6'4 junior, Eli Downen, into double digits in that first half. He's got 10. Connor Hawkins has 2 3-pointers. He has 6. Carson Pearson with 2. Bryce Anderson with 2. And that rounds out the scoring for the Lions. 20 first half points. That's our score, 20-17. Carterville trailed Graves County at the end of the first quarter. It was 10 8. We're going to go on and take a break here on our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal halftime report. We'll continue next on News Radio WJPF. Back in Massac County, it's Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson. We're at the half. Carterville leads us 20-17. Let's, Scott, look at the rest of this tournament. The winner of this game will play on Friday night, and they are awaiting the next game, the winner of Massac County and Vienna. Massac, the number 1 team in this tournament, the number 1 seed. Goreville, number 2. That's probably a fair matchup in the seeding, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think they've got it. I think they've got it right. Looking at the way they've seeded the teams, again, if there's going to be a team that might surprise, it might be Cobden. Goreville, very interested in seeing how they're going to fare in that lower bracket. But Massac, they're deserving of the number 1 seed. They've played very well this year, with the exception of the loss at Heron. They've had a very good season to this point.
Carterville is the number 4 seed in this tournament. That's probably fair. I kind of thought they might have could be a 3 seed in this tournament. And I said to you driving down, you kick out the Pyramid Plus tournament, those 4 losses, Carterville's a 9-5 team.
Well, they are, and you know this type of tournament is where you hope the Pyramid Plus tournament gets you ready to play in a tournament like that. You play bigger schools early, it's supposed to toughen you up, make you play harder, make you play better. And quite honestly, I thought Carterville in that first half left a lot of points on the floor. They should be up by 10 to 12, if not more points right now, if they would have just shot the ball as well as they have in the last 2 weeks.
We've said it a couple of times in the last, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. This Carterville team tends to play to the level of its competition. They can, games that you think they should win on paper, that they should, and I know you have to play the game and everything, but when you look at it on paper, Carterville should win none of these, but they tend to play to what, good or bad, play to that level of competition.
Yeah, and really you look at Carterville in the first half, only 4 turnovers. That's great. They took care of the basketball for the most part. You know, they played good defense for the most part. Now there was some offensive rebound problems that they're going to have to correct, but they just didn't shoot the ball well in the first half, and that's why they're only up by 3.
That's going to put a wrap on our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal halftime report. We're going to go on and take our final break. When we come back, second half action. Carterville leads this 20-17 over Graves County. This is the first game of the 2020, the 37th annual City of Metropolis Superman Classic, live from Massac County High School on News Radio WJPF. I'm thankful this LED light right there is not on. It'd be warm.
Oh, yeah.
20-17, our score. We're at the half, getting ready to kick off third quarter action here on News Radio WJPF. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Home Renew, serving all of Southern Illinois. Protect what matters most with Home Renew. Roofing, siding, storm damage repair, and gutters, giving you peace of mind. You can call 694-9100 for Home Renew. Carterville is on the floor. They're ready to go. We're going to have the basketball to start. Carterville moving from left to right on your radio dial. For the Lions, it'll be Pearson, Downen, Bryce Anderson, Connor Hawkins, and Austin Garby, the starting five.
Well, Carterville, 3-point lead. Let's see if they can shoot the ball a little bit better in the second half.
Bryce Anderson stands on the logo just in this side of center court. Carterville up 20-17. Taking their time, they set their offense. Eli Downen has it left of the circle. Now to Garby, dribbles with the right hand. Nice backdoor pass to Carson Pearson. He lays it off the glass. That's a great first possession for the Lions.
That was a pretty play. Pearson lost his man on the back door and kissed it off the glass to give the Lions a 5-point lead.
Graves County into the front court over on the left wing. Mason Grant down low. Babb puts the shot up, no good. Gets his own board off the glass, no good. Out of bounds. It's going to go to the Carterville Lions.
Well, Carterville's fortunate. Babb had two very good looks, two offensive rebounds on the first possession by Graves County. He just couldn't get them to go.
Cade Babb, the 6'6 senior, the leading scorer in the first half for the Graves County Eagles. They put more pressure on the Lions in the backcourt. Carterville breaks the press. Connor Hawkins breaks the double team to Bryce Anderson. He's going to back it up. Top of the circle, going to set the offense for Carterville as the crowd really starts to fill in now. Massac County will be playing in game number 2 when they take on Vienna here at the Superman Classic. Lions ball, pass on the low block to Garby, kicks it out to Downen, drives the baseline, back to Garby. Top of the circle, Anderson, now left side. Connor Hawkins is going to launch from 3. He got fouled, and Connor Hawkins will go to the line to shoot 3 free throws and extend this Lions 5-point lead.
He's like a magnet when he shoots the 3. It's like everybody comes right at him, knocks him to the floor, and a good chance here for Carterville to extend that 5-point lead.
Jamison Chalker, the 5'10 senior, with a foul. Connor Hawkins in the game has 2 3-pointers. His first free throw is good. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by SIH, a comprehensive network of care. You can visit their website, sih.net. Connor Hawkins didn't have a good game against Pinckneyville, but prior to that, he has been on fire, firing from 3. He had 6 3-pointers against Chester, 5 against Hamco on Tuesday night. And he cans all 3 of the free throws here after getting fouled in 3-point land, and Carterville's up 25-17.
Good start by the Lions. Let's see if they can play good defense.
Graves County basketball around with the right-hand dribble. Chalker now to Babb, who comes out way out high. Top of the circle, they work back to the right wing. Jamison Chalker to Seth Thomas. Thomas from the right elbow kicks it down to the wing. Now low block. Babb tries to back his man off, has to pass around up top. Seth Thomas between the circles. 2 dribbles, loses the handle. Turnover on the Eagles. Carterville takes it the other way. Bryce Anderson tried to get the foul, to draw the foul. The ball goes out of bounds off of the Eagles. It's going to stay with the Lions.
Yeah, the numbers really weren't there for Carterville. Carterville a little lucky to get that ball back.
Wide open 3 from Connor Hawkins. Off the iron, no good. Rebound over the back was Jamison Chalker. Takes it the other way. Ball is out of bounds. off of the Carterville Lions.
The Graves County bench wanting a foul called. Connor's not feeling it tonight from beyond 3, but that's okay because other players like Downing, Anderson, and Pearson need to step it up.
Inbound pass comes out top to Mason Grant. He's a sophomore, 6'1" guard, who loses the ball. And look at Connor Hawkins, gets after it, and a timeout called by Shane Hawkins, who comes in to save the day to keep a travel from being called. We're going to go on and take a break. It's a 30-second timeout called by the Carterville Lions. Carterville leads it 25-17 on News Radio WJPF. 25-17 our score here at Massac County as the Lions lead the Graves County Eagles. Carterville has the ball on the far sideline. First game of the Superman Classic. Over to the left wing, that's Carson Pearson. Dribbles out. Passes it down to Garby on the baseline on the left. Back to Pearson. Now up top it goes to Anderson. He works it right side to Connor Hawkins. Big Hawk with the left-hand dribble on the right wing. Back up top it goes to Anderson. Pass in to Downen. Kicks it out to Carson Pearson. His three-pointer from the left corner is good. Pearson's got 7. Carterville starting to open up this lead.
Well, when Downen struggles a little bit and Connor Hawkins struggles a little bit, you got to get something else offensively out of the other players. Pearson with a big 3.
28-17 Lions, 11-point lead. Taking it to the low block. Up off the glass is good. That's Mason Grant with the right-hander. 28-19, a 9-point game. Bryce Anderson sets the offense for Coach Shane Hawkins and the Lions. Right-hand dribble on the Patriot logo at midcourt. Top of the circle, Eli Downen. Pass into Garby. Down to the block. Passes up top to Connor Hawkins. Right side it goes to Carson Pearson. Between the leg dribble, takes it down, kicks it out to Hawkins. Now to Anderson. He lost the handle and he got fouled. Actually, I think Carterville was given a gift there as he just lost the handle on that ball.
Yeah, Bryce a little bit out of control, but I love the play by Garby. He got the ball on the inside one-on-one, but he didn't try to force anything. He didn't have a good look. He just kicked the ball out, and Carterville ran some more time off the clock.
Lions ball, Anderson triggers to Eli Downen. And he traveled as he drug his foot, trying to make up his mind. He was going to take off down the baseline and then stopped and pulled that back foot, gives the ball back to the Eagles.
Graves County, 1 of 3 with 2 turnovers here in this third quarter. Great opportunity for Carterville to extend this 9-point lead.
28-19, 4:15 remaining here in the third. Eagles basketball behind the back, Seth Thomas. Now Babb with the jumper from 18, no good. Rebound off to Bryce Anderson. He loses his footing. The floor monster got him, but he's able to get the ball to Downen. They got to get it into the front court. Downen does. Carterville can settle down here as they have it to our right. Nick Laird gets fouled as he was driving the baseline, and it's going to be called on Cade Babb. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Babb.
Well, it'd be good if Carterville get him out of the game. Nice job by Laird. He caught Babb flat-footed on the baseline, and Babb picked up his 3rd.
Babb had no choice but to reach out and grab him. And a pushing foul on Austin Garby from behind as he went for the rebound. Is going to give the ball to the Eagles.
Yeah, and Laird missed a 5-footer. Now Babb is out of the game.
So Carterville can take advantage of this. They bring in Aiden Flint, the 6'1 sophomore guard, to replace Babb. So you're going from 6'6 to 6'1. Carterville needs to take advantage of this. Behind the back, Seth Thomas has Laird on him defensively. A push foul is going to be called on Nicholas Laird. It's going to be the first on Laird and the 2nd team foul on the Lions. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the City of Carterville, Mayor Brad Robinson, and the entire City of Carterville. Don't forget, download the free app. You can get it at the Google Play or the Apple App Store. Keep you up to date on what's happening in the city of Carterville. Long three-pointer off the front of the iron, no good. That shot taken by Caleb Oliver. Garby gets the board and hands it off to Eli Dowden. Carterville leads by 9, 28-19. Bryce Anderson has the ball slapped out of his hand, taking it the other way. Pass down low. Off the glass is good by John Ben Brown. 4 for Brown. Carterville quickly into the front court. Laird, pass, tipped out. Another turnover. Back-to-back turnovers on the Lions. The other way, a whistle and a foul on Bryce Anderson as he tried to keep Caleb Oliver from scoring.
Well, Carterville's starting to speed their game up. They don't have to. The numbers weren't there. You got to pull it out. You got a 7-point lead, and now, or you had a 9-point lead. You got a 7-point lead now. It could be down to 5 if they hit both their free throws.
Mason Oliver is a 6'2 junior. His first free throw is good.
That's their first free throw of the game.
His first point of the game. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Tony Gates State Farm. With more drivers than any other company, get to a better state with Tony Gates State Farm Insurance. Second free throw is no good, and Preston Sumner taps the rebound to himself. Carterville has it in the front court. Downen to Bryce Anderson. Shane Hawkins barks instructions at his Lions. Now to Downen, left of the circle.
Now they're going to get Sumner for an illegal pick. He just shoved. He just came in and just literally shoved the defender. And that is now 4 turnovers in this third quarter for Carterville. They only had 4 the entire first half.
Eagles basketball just below us. They're in the road blue, the visiting team here tonight. Carterville in the home whites. Graves County moving right to left with the basketball. Over to the far corner. That is Mason Flint, drives the baseline, kicks it to the left corner. Open 3 off the side of the board is the rebound, comes off to Caleb Oliver, and a ball is kicked by the Lions, and it's going to stay with the Eagles on the baseline.
Well, Graves County, 3 offensive rebounds in this third quarter. Extra opportunities for a team that's struggling shooting the ball.
Lions have a 6-point lead. Seth Thomas at the left elbow. Now to the right side, Caleb Oliver down low, pass on the block, up and in for Aiden Flint. He banks that one home, his first field goal, and we have a 4-point game. Lions on top, 28-24. At one point, this was an 11-point lead for the Lions.
Well, we've seen this all year. Carterville very inconsistent.
And a foul is going to be called on Seth Thomas. It's going to be foul number 1 on Thomas, team foul number 5 on Massac County. Carterville had an opportunity to put this game out of reach with an 11-point lead, but they've let the Eagles get back into it. Turnovers being the issue. Lions ball, right wing. Eli Downen drives the baseline, bumps into the defender, tries to get it to the glass. Preston Sumner's there, cleans it up, gets the bucket and the foul for the Carterville Lions.
That was nothing but pure strength by Sumner. He got the rebound, went up and had his arm being held, and still got it to go in on a very bad shot selection by Downen. Carterville's fortunate.
Sumner's free throw, he converts the 3-point play. And Carterville back up 7, 31-24. Minute 40 remaining in the third. Eagles basketball. Seth Thomas likes that behind-the-back dribble. Over to the right corner, 3-pointer. It brims in, out, and finally falls out. And the Lions get the board. As we are a minute 20 from the end of the third quarter. Carterville basketball. Anderson to Eli Downen, left of the circle. Eagles try to get the double team. Downen breaks it, takes it to the glass. His shot too strong. Rebound to Graves County. The other way, Seth Thomas, the length of the floor off the glass, no good. Put back, no good. And twice there was a chance for the Eagles to convert, and they can't make the basket.
Now, Graves County is their own worst enemy in this third quarter. They've had great opportunities, just can't get it to go.
How many rebounds have they had in a missed putback here? 3, 4,
turnover by Carterville.
Outlet pass to Caleb Oliver. He lays it home. 3 in the game for Oliver. and it's a 5-point Lions lead. 37 seconds remaining. Bryce Anderson, now to Eli Downen. Under 30 to play. Carterville's basketball. Caden Hawkins has it. Up top, left of the circle to Preston Sumner. Sumner to Bryce Anderson. 17 seconds remaining. Eli Downen. Carterville's going to hold for the final shot. Officials, or Shane Hawkins wanted a foul. Nick Laird banks it home. Carterville back up. 33-26. Over to the left corner. 2 seconds at the buzzer. The shot no good. And at the end of the third quarter, Carterville leads 33-26. Fourth quarter action is coming up next. This is the Superman Classic with your Carterville Lions on News Radio WJPF.
Any step in your life could be your best, whether you're going to college, studying,
Okay. Heading to the fourth quarter, the Carterville Lions lead 33-26. Graves County has the ball. They have it in the front court. They get it down low to Babb. 1-2. Bryce Anderson just ripped the ball from the 6'6" senior for Graves County. Carterville takes it the other way. Got to remember, Bryce Anderson 5'8". His shot from the left corner no good. Rebound to the Eagles. Seth Thomas, right-hand dribble. Now over to the right side, that is Connor Mills. Has it with the left-hand dribble, down and on him, cuts off the passing lane. Preston Sumner cuts off the passing lane, tipped the ball away, but the Eagles wind up controlling. Nice D by the Lions on this possession. Baseline drive, jumper from 8 foot, no good. Preston Sumner is fouled from behind as Aiden Flint goes over the back, and it's going to be Carterville basketball.
Good job by Sumner to keep the Graves County player behind him and draw the foul. Sumner will come out. Connor Hawkins back in the game.
16 foul on Graves County. Next foul will put the Lions in the bonus. Downen steps across midcourt. Gets it to Nick Laird on the right wing. Top of the circle to Downen. Now they work toward left of the circle to Anderson. Right of the circle, Caden Hawkins, right wing. That's Eli Downen. Top, it goes to Nick Laird. Lions have numbers. Down to the paint. Downen, skip to right side. Top of the circle. Good ball movement here by the Lions. Laird leaves it to Downen. Carterville can reset. Run the clock. Carterville has a 33-26 lead. Carterville's Bryce Anderson, left corner. Connor Hawkins. Now to Eli Downen. Graves County wants to get a trap, but they're a little slow getting there. Carterville spreads it out, down in the dribble, top of the circle, now to Bryce Anderson. 6:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Nicholas Laird holds the ball. The defender, that is Cade Babb, backs off a little bit. Still man-to-man. Defense by the Graves County Eagles. Carterville will take this all night long, come out and get them. They throw the ball, almost turning it over. Downen saves it, gets the trap, breaks the trap, gets it to Caden Hawkins. Pass down low, Nick Laird. Kicks it out to Connor Hawkins. What a possession by the Lions.
Yeah, they're doing the right thing. They're running clock. Got a 7-point lead. Unless it's a layup or a 5-footer, no reason to take a shot here.
Lions are saying, come get us. And keep away. Nick Laird has Coach Shane Hawkins right on his ear. On the left wing. Down low to Connor Hawkins. Pass up top to Downen. 5:20. This is about a minute and a half possession by the Lions here in the fourth quarter. Something they haven't done in previous games when they've been trying to nurse a lead. Skip pass to the right corner. Laird has it. Now back up top toward the right side. Connor Hawkins, his pass to Downen. Kicks it to Nick Laird. Over to Bryce Anderson. Nice ball moving again. Caden Hawkins into the paint. Now resets up top to Eli Downen. Well done, Carterville Lions. This possession, about 2.5 minutes, pass almost stolen. Carterville gets the break. Now they kick it up top to Connor Hawkins. He's going to dribble around, leaves it for Bryce Anderson on the left wing. Left of the circle to Caden Hawkins in the corner. He needs to get rid of it, and he does. He gets fouled as he was pushed by Cade Babb. That's not the position you want to see little Caden Hawkins, the 5'8 guard, get, where he gets the double team.
Yeah, if he's in the corner, he gets double team. He can't see where to throw the ball. But he got bailed out because Babb picked up his fourth foul. Is going to have to come back out of the game.
A 3-minute possession by the Lions. They got the ball at the 7:45 mark. There's 4:45 remaining here in the third quarter, and Caden Hawkins, the 5'8 freshman, is at the line. He's going to be shooting the 1-and-1. The foul, I didn't see the number on the foul, but he forces a turnover after he missed the free throw. Carterville's ball. Preston Sumner resets, gets it to Anderson. Carterville hangs on to the ball. Nick Laird, left-hand dribble. He's fouled by Graves County, John Ben Brown.
Well, Caden, the freshman, made up for his missed free throw by stealing the ball in the backcourt. And now Nicholas Laird's going to go to the free throw line to try to extend this 7-point lead.
The foul was actually called on Mason Grant. Nick Laird at the line. In the game, Laird has 2, and he misses the free throw, but Austin Garby gets the rebound for the Lions. They can set again. 4 minutes of this fourth quarter. Carterville has held the ball in the front court. Kick out pass to Sumner. Now to Caden Hawkins drives, has the ball slapped out of his hands, gets control of it again. Bryce Anderson holds now. Carterville needs to make a substitution. A foul is called out front on Aiden Flint. And Bryce Anderson now can go to the line and try to hit the front end of a 1-and-1.
Yeah, Carterville's missed the last 2 front ends of a 1-and-1. So we'll see if Anderson can come in and extend this 7-point lead to 9.
The winner of this game will play on Friday night at 6:15. The loser will play Thursday night at 6:15. Bryce Anderson a chance to extend this lead. Another missed free throw, but another rebound by the Lions. Eli Downen. Poor rebounding shown by Graves County here in the fourth quarter as Carterville has had the ball for about 4 minutes, 3 minutes and a half here of the fourth quarter, and Eli Downen will go to the line. And it's a double bonus now for the Lions. The foul on Oliver Mason, his first. 10th team foul, and Downen misses. That's 4 free throws in a row missed by the Lions.
Yeah, so far they've left 2, 4, 7 points at the line because the first 3 were 1-and-1s.
Eli Downen, he had 10 first half points. That's where he sets now. Free throw is good. Now, 34-26, an 8-point lead for Carterville. Graves County's probably got to be wondering how many possessions are they going to get here in the second half. Kick out pass, left wing to the free throw line, down, dump the ball to Cade. Now the shot from the right wing, the three-pointer, no good. Bryce Anderson dribbles out and gets fouled from behind as Seth Thomas fouls him trying to reach around to get the ball. And Bryce Anderson, chance to extend this Lions lead at the 3:49 mark.
Well, Graves County shot 62% from the field in the first quarter. Since then, they've gone a combined 7 of 29 from the field.
And he misses the front end of the free throw. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Subway, where they have the new fresh values starting at just $1.89. And they're freshly prepared right there in front of you for a limited time at participating stores. Bryce Anderson's second free throw is good. Anderson has 3 in the game. And Carterville's up 9, 35-26. Into the front court. Graves County down to the corner. Garby traps the man. Carterville forces another turnover. On Graves County, they have the ball at the 3:35 mark. Into the front court. Nicholas Laird now to Garby, and Garby
is fouled out.
And that is Cade Babb, the 6'6 senior, at the 3:29 mark. He's the leading scorer for Massac County because, believe it or not, here we are 5 minutes into this fourth quarter, and Massac's yet to score. Garby's first free throw is no good. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Home Renew. Protect what matters most with Home Renew. Call 694-9100. Austin Garby's free throw is good. That's his first point of the game. Carterville up 10, 36-26. 3:26 remaining in the contest. From the right elbow, the shot forced by Seth Thomas, no good. Garby gets the board and hands the ball off to Bryce Anderson. Carterville can slow it up a little bit as Graves County backs off defensively, but they force the turnover in the backcourt. Taking it the other way, right-hand layup is no good. Ball out of bounds off of Eli. Downan's going to keep it with the Eagles.
Yeah, that's about the second or third time that Anderson's had his pocket picked.
And a timeout is taken here at Massac County High School. Is it going to be a... Well, Josh Frick trying to decide what he's going to do. He's in a conversation with the official on the sideline. It's going to be a full timeout. 3:07 remaining. Carterville leads it by 10, 36-26 on News Radio WJPF. Okay. Okay. 36-26. Carterville has a 10-point lead. 3:07 remaining. Graves County has the basketball. Over on the right wing, Seth Thomas has Nick Laird on him. Top of the key, Carson Pearson gets a hand on the pass, deflects it in the backcourt, but Graves County controls. Left corner, wide open three is in and out, no good. Rebound to Bryce Anderson. The shot missed by Jamison Chalker of Graves County. Lions into the front court. Nicholas Laird beats his man. This ball slapped out of bounds from behind. It's going to belong to the Lions.
In this second half, Graves County is 4 of 19 from the field, and they have 5 turnovers.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. For over 30 years, call 985-2502. Anderson gets the ball to Connor Hawkins. Dribbles out, top of the circle it goes, right side to Eli Downen. Downen bumps into his man, pulls out the dribble, gets help from Bryce Anderson. Anderson over to Connor Hawkins. 2:30 remaining in the contest. Carterville has a 10-point lead. Hawkins has the ball stripped away. Taking it the other way with the dunk. The other way is John Ben Brown. Carterville needs to stop that right there.
Wow, that was a thunder dunk.
Carterville in trouble trying to get it into the front court, and a timeout called by Shane Hawkins to keep the 10-second backcourt violation from being called. Timeout on the floor, 2:11 remaining. It's a 30 here on News Radio WJPF. Go 60 here, Brian. Back at Massac County, Carterville was able to break the press and a nice layup by Caden Hawkins put Carterville up 38-28, and a foul on Graves County is going to place Caden Hawkins at the free throw line with a chance to ice this game at the 1:51 mark of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Caden Hawkins with the steal on one end, then gets fouled, going to go to the free throw line to try to salt this thing away.
The freshman steps right up like it's nothing. No big deal. Buries the free throw. How many free throws you think that young lad has shot in his life?
A lot more than we have combined, I can guarantee you that.
Minute 45 remaining, 40-28. The long three-pointers off the front of the iron. Put back is good from John Ben Brown, who got the flush while ago. And a timeout on the floor. We'll pause 30 seconds, 40-30. Lions lead it on News Radio WJPF. Go 60. Back here at Massac County, Carterville tried the baseball play, and it was defended well by Graves County. They get the turnover and the basketball. Into the paint, the ball's tipped away. Connor Hawkins comes away with it. Gives it to Bryce Anderson. He's going to reverse, and Carterville can run some clock. Downen has a foul called, not on him, but on Mason Grant as he reached in on Downen. And so the 6'4 junior will go to the line as we have 80 seconds remaining here in the contest. Carterville's up by 10, 40-30. Downen's free throw was good. Eli now has an even dozen in the game. Checking out will be Caleb Oliver. Coming in will be Aiden Flint for Graves County. Winner of this game plays on Friday night. They'll be awaiting the winner of Massac County and Vienna. That's game number 2 here tonight is Downen. It's both free throws. And look at all the blue in the crowd, Scott Hudson.
A lot of it.
A lot of blue. Massac County, the number 1 seed of the tournament, and a foul called on the Carterville Lions. It's going to be on Caden Hawkins, foul number 2, and that's only the 5th team foul on the Lions.
Now, they've done a good job this entire game of staying out of foul trouble. Graves County didn't even shoot a free throw in the first half. They've only shot 2 here in the second.
Don't forget, the first 4 minutes of this fourth quarter, Carterville had the ball in the offensive end. Bryce Anderson steps in, forces another turnover, and Carterville has it with 62 seconds remaining. Ball picked away. Jamison Chalker takes it for Graves County, gets it to John Ben Brown, a long three-pointer off the front of the iron, and Carterville gets the rebound. 50 seconds remaining. Caden Hawkins almost stepped on the sideline, takes it the other way, gets it to Nick Laird, Carterville's going to back it up. Graves County comes out to defend. They're going to make them play for the final 40. Downen has it, almost has it slapped away, throws it away. It's off of, that ball was actually touched by, and Carson Pearson is correct, the ball was off John Ben Brown, but that official.
Well, Carterville's going to win this game, but their ball handling in the second half has not been very good. They've got 10 turnovers in this second half, and a lot of those turnovers has just been Graves County stealing the ball that's been laid right out in front of them.
Carterville leads by a dozen. They have the ball after the turnover by Graves County. They can't even get a shot, and Carterville has it in the front corner, in the front court. Downen spins away from the defender, takes it into the lane, dribbles out of the lane. 15 seconds. Graves County's going to back off now. Carterville's going to win this game 42-30. And we'll play on Friday night as they await the winner of game number 2 this evening. Whoever wins between the number 1 seed Massac County and the number 8 seed Vienna will meet at 6:15 on Friday night. And then the championship game will be on Saturday night at 7:30. 52-40. Excuse me, 52. What's the score, Scott? I can't. 42-30. There we go.
42-30.
It's kind of blocked. Carterville wins it. We have your post-game show coming up next on News Radio WJPF. Okay. (42-30), the final score. The Carterville Lions knock off the Graves County Eagles in the first game of the 37th Annual Superman Classic at Massac County. Wins and wins and wins. Scott Hudson, it wasn't pretty, but they got the job done.
Yeah, they got the job done. You win by 12 and you don't play very well. That's a pretty good evening. Carterville only shot 37% from the field. Graves County only shot 30% from the field. Carterville 65% from the free throw line. They shot much better in the second half, making 11 of 17. Graves County only went to the line 2 times in this game. I think that was a big key in the win for Carterville. They made 1 of 2 for 50%. Rebounding, Carterville out-rebounded Graves County 28-25. Downen led Carterville with 8. Babb led Graves County with 8. And both teams with 14 turnovers in this game.
When you look at scoring, we'll start with the Graves County Eagles. They were led tonight by the 6'5" junior, John Ben Brown. He winds up the game with 8 points. It was Cade Babb. Carterville did a nice job on Babb, who had 6 first-half points. He doesn't wind up with any points in the second half. Plus, he fouled out there at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he got his third foul fairly early in that second half, and they had to take him out. He really wasn't a factor. Almost all his points came on the offensive rebounding in the first half.
And we're putbacks. Seth Thomas finishes with 4 for Graves County. Connor Mills with 3. You have Mason Oliver with 3. Mason Grant with 4. And Aiden Flint with 2. Graves County scores 30 points in the game, and they only had 4 fourth-quarter points, did the Eagles.
Well, Carterville did a very good job defensively, creating turnovers of their own. Carterville struggled a little bit at the free throw line, but did just enough to pull away. And, you know, as you said, maybe not one of the prettiest games you'll see, but when you beat a team by 12 and you didn't play very well, especially shooting the ball, you'll take that every day.
When you look at the scoring for the Carterville Lions, it was Eli Downing leading the way for the Lions. He winds up with the Baker's dozen, 13. Preston Sumner had 3. Caden Hawkins with 4. Connor Hawkins had 9. He had 2 3-pointers in tonight's contest. Bryce Anderson had 3. Nicholas Laird with 2. Austin Garvey hit 1 free throw for 1 point. And Carson Pearson had the third Carterville Lion 3-pointer. He winds up with 7 in the game. Carterville hangs 42 points on the board. At the end of the first quarter, it was Graves County 10-8. At the half, Carterville led by 3, 20-17. At the end of the third, Carterville led 33-26. And our final score here tonight, Carterville 42, Graves County 30. When Scott and I return, we're going to name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the Game. Carterville wins the first game of the 2020 Superman Classic 42-30. We'll continue here on our First Southern Bank post-game report on News Radio WJPF.
There you go. Who are you going to go with? Who are you going to go with?
You almost have to go with Downing. I don't know if he's coming, but back at Massac County, Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson. Carterville picks up the win over Graves County 42-30. And Scott and I are going to name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the game.
Well, you got a lot of options, really. Not a lot of great scoring, obviously, in this game. But I think you got to go with Eli Downing. He was in double digits, took a lot of shots to get those points, but he stayed with it. And he never got frustrated. He never balked at shooting the ball when he was open, and he hit some big free throws down the stretch. Led the Lions in rebounds with 8, so I think you got to go with Eli Downing.
Eli Downing, our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the game. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Call 534-8148. For over 20 years, Joe and Lindsay McCann specialize in commercial and residential lawn care, landscape maintenance, tree trimming, and snow removal. They also do equipment repair. They do property maintenance. They do it all. 618-534-8148. Eli Downen selected as our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game. Coach Shane Hawkins joins us here in the booth. Coach, congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you. You'll be on there. Thank you. It kind of became a grinded out game there in the fourth, and I thought we took not a bad shot, but I thought we took a quick shot early in that fourth quarter, up 10, 11, 9, 10, 11, somewhere there. I thought, man, you have to play with the lead, and so we kind of went the other way and kind of just grinded the clock, and we had enough points to win if we could make free throws and whatever layups we would get. Didn't do a very good job at the free throw line. We asked our guys to kind of hold it and play very, very solid offensively and not turn it over and make free throws for about 7 minutes.
And they did that for 4.
Yeah, for the very first time was really good. Then we kind of got casual. We got ourselves in some bad situations. Got him to foul us, and then didn't finish with the free throw line, and we missed a bunch there. So it's 42-30, but as the game make free throws, it's it's a little bit wider margin, but we'll take it. I think it was really big for us to go win this first game and get to the right side, get in that semifinals, and see what we can do on the right side of the bracket.
Coach, you had the 3-point lead at halftime. You had to feel like you left a lot of points on the floor in that first half, but you came out strong in that third quarter. You shot 50% from the field, and that's where you kind of distanced yourselves from Graves County.
Yeah, the one thing we talked about at halftime is, left several points out there on the board the first half, but they were also, I think, like 1 of 14 from the arc at half, and it's like they don't shoot it extremely well, but I thought of the 13 that they missed, they weren't really uncomfortable. They kind of caught it in rhythm, and our thing was, you can't hope that they miss. You have to be the reason they either don't shoot it or be the reason that they miss. You can't be late on a closeout or late on a rotation and just hope that they miss it. And they got a couple looks there in the fourth quarter, when they were settling for threes. I thought we did a very good job on the backboards the second half, limiting them to one shot. We weren't as good the first half off the backboards, but we did enough to win and get to the right side.
Coaches, we talked with 2 teams in the second game of the night. Massac County and Vienna are warming up. What's your thoughts? What do you see out of these 2 teams that are on the floor? Because you're going to face the winner of this game on Friday.
Right. Was able to see